what an appropriate conversation this is on the eve of Cobra Kai Season 6, Part 2, dropping tonight at midnight. And Kenny, or Dallas Young, who plays Kenny, we had you on the show when you first started your journey with this character, and now we're at the end. So, how crazy is that? Thank you for your time, and I appreciate you hanging out with me tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I'm so happy to do this. It's crazy that I was on this show whenever I was 14 years old, and now I'm 18. It's unbelievable to me. It's been a crazy journey this 4 years. The fan reception has been incredible, and I think people are going to really receive the last season very well, especially the second part that's about to come out.
Now, I remember when you first started out on this journey, we didn't know who your character was. We didn't know what dojo they were going to join. All we knew is that he was having a little bit of a problem in school and needed some direction. What kind of direction he needed, we have learned. He's kind of gone back and forth and
Of course.
experienced a lot of different things. So tell me, let's just reflect on this journey a little bit of playing this character. What has been, I mean, there's so many things, but what are some things that stand out to you that just really like are memorable for you playing him and on this journey, this emotional journey that he's been on? It's just been one wild ride after another.
Yeah, I think the most memorable one, like the most memorable part of playing Kenny, have to have been my time during season five. I completely hit a 180 with the character, and his emotional maturity was completely different because of the fact that he was only locked in on being the aggressor and making sure that he was the fiercest competitor in Cobra Kai, and therefore he kind of had a lot of animosity towards everybody in the world. He didn't trust anybody. So I think being able to have that complete switch from season four, the kid who was bullied, the kid who was struggling, to a kid who, felt like he had it all and wanted to be on the top of the world. I think that was the most memorable part. And then another memorable moment, a quick moment, got to be me crapping myself in season six. I think that's
Now we've
one of
had
the,
Aiden and those guys on. Now it's interesting um, because it's not, we did not see that coming, right? We assumed it was going to be somebody else and it wound up being you, which it was terrible, like just terrible to see that happen. I mean, I can't even imagine that happening to anybody in real life. But in a moment like that, when you find out that this is going to happen, it's just really, as an artist, you're trusting the writers, right? You're trusting the directors and all of the big three to write your storyline, right? Write the ship, so to speak. Because obviously, I've seen this, I know what happens. Um, but yeah, it's crazy. Like you just as an actor, how does that fit for you? Is it a challenge? Is it just like, let's go for it and just really commit?
yeah, I will be honest with you. I was completely shocked whenever I first read the script and I saw it. I really had no idea what was going on, and I was trying to figure out the direction that they were going to take. But I think the best thing about the show, from the moment that I got here, you can always trust John, Justin Hayden. You know they have your best interests at heart, and even though they're going to do that to you, they're going to let you come back. Don't even worry about it. That I've always thought with that mentality. So the moment I received it. I took a second. And then I was like, I'm gonna do it because why not? It must work for the character development. And I feel like I just had to put all the trust in them, and it ends up working out in my favor. So it was all good.
Yeah, so this has been fun too with friends and family, I'm sure, watching your journey and all of this. What do family think now from when you first started to seeing your character become so prominent and so robust in driving the storyline? I mean, mom, dad, whoever, family, friends have to be proud because this is like a huge deal, man. You're like part of this, epic universe now that uh, will live on in infamy for sure.
Yeah, everybody has been great. I mean, they've been incredible. All their responses and reactions to my characters. Like, I think the best thing is just whenever they send me little clips of me, like either on TikTok or little videos on YouTube of my character, and they're like, look at how much you've grown from, season four to season six. And it's just interesting to see how much I've changed as well. And all of my family, they feel great about, the performances of the show from everybody and how it has grown so much from season one to now, and how they really evolved every single character to make it a beautiful ensemble. And yeah, my family feels strong about it, and they are ready to watch the end of it.
Yeah, well, it's so good. And I just want to say congratulations. It's been fun watching you on this journey. Outside of this, what has been keeping you busy? You've been doing school, you've sports, like you have other things in your life that keep you busy, obviously, too. Are you happy to have a break now, or are you moving on to the next thing? Because your world is so different, I think, than what most people are familiar with, for sure.
I will say one thing. Usually when it's not my senior year, I'm always like, I'm ready to get to that next job, ready to move on, get to the next role. Take maybe a month break, but the break has actually been necessary because of the fact that I'm working on college apps. Finishing up my senior year, I'm playing my last season of baseball, along with auditioning at the same time and trying to find that next role. So having this little break has been needed. It's allowed me to focus on my future and college preparation. So I think I'm really blessed for that. But yeah, no, it's definitely sad to say that like Cobra Kai is done. I feel like we always take a few months off and then we're ready to go back to film. So it's definitely a different feel. But this break is good.
Yeah, so let's talk about baseball. Obviously, that's a big part of your life and your family. Have you considered maybe, is that something that you would think about doing perhaps, or is acting kind of where it's at for you, outside of, obviously finishing school and going to college and stuff like that?
Yeah, I thought about both sides, definitely. I thought about, continuing my baseball career. And then obviously I love acting. I'm really passionate about it. So I would prefer going the acting route. But you never know. I might walk on to a team in college baseball and try out, see what happens. But, I think it's definitely up in the air for the future. But acting is the number one priority. So we're gonna, ride that ship and hopes that it keeps going far.
Yeah, well, last time we were left on a cliffhanger. We have new episodes dropping tomorrow without spoiling anything, obviously. For those watching and listening, don't worry. Like, what can we expect from his storyline? Are we going to get some resolution to some things? What are you most excited about for people to learn about Kenny as this world and chapter closes tomorrow?
Yeah, I think, oh, how can I say this without spoiling a thing? I think people are going to be very intrigued by the way they kind of wrap up Kenny's storyline and everything. Can't talk too much about what's going to happen. Everybody's going to see it. But, I think he gets his resolution and exactly how it should have been done. And I feel like the writers and everything, everybody on the production team did it so perfectly.
Yeah, well, congratulations, Dallas. It's been a pleasure chatting with you. Again, I think it was like 2020, 21 when we spoke to you last. Again, you were brand new to the show. We've watched you go from Cobra Kai to, Miyagi-Do to Sakai Ta. I mean, just kind of all over the
Everything.
place. So, um, congratulations on all your success. Excited to see what's next for you. Break a leg and best of luck with school and college and, I'm sure friends keep you grounded, yeah. Like even though you've had this massive do they have notes for you and your character, or do they just pretty chill with you as far as your friends go, watching you who have grown up on this show, and have these pivotal moments with some icons of pop culture?
Yeah, I feel like they joke around a little bit with different notes and everything, but for the most part, they're real cool. They're just they let me do my thing, and then they tell me about like what they thought about this. Oh, this was really cool. But now I can't wait to hear what they have to say about this next part. It's gonna be dope.
Well, it's amazing. Again, I've watched it. I am so excited. Congratulations and best of luck to you in your future endeavors. I appreciate your time, Dallas. It's been a pleasure and an honor chatting with you. Thank you.
Awesome, thank you so much. You have a good one.
You too. Thank you.